Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching today. I am super excited to be filming this video because I got this bullet journal about a month ago and I've been trying to resist and I've been telling myself to just not write in it yet until it's closer to the end of the year. So I've really just been lurking around on Reddit and YouTube and Instagram and Pinterest and just trying to come up with different ideas for future spreads and being super inspired by all the talented people out there. So I became really obsessed with watching bullet journals videos about 2 months ago, and I never thought that I would actually get into it myself. I used to really love drawing when I was younger. Like, I would just fill up sketchpad after sketchpad, but then I guess life just happened and I kind of lost that creativity and like that spark, you know, that passion to draw. And thinking back on it, that made me really, really sad at times. But ever since watching bullet journaling videos and looking at pictures on Instagram and Pinterest and stuff, I think that helped me get my creativity juices flowing again. So I actually bit the bullet and I bought a couple of materials, you know, the pens, the markers, and a bullet journal to practice in. And yeah, I'm still working on like my calligraphy and like my doodles and stuff, but I really wanted to give this a try. So I decided to start making these videos to help me track my own improvements and hopefully to help other people start getting creative too. So let's just get right into the video and start with my 2019 setup. So this is my brand new dotted journal that I got from Archer and Olive. It is a bit on the pricey side, but it's seriously so pretty and the quality is actually really, really nice. I tested a couple of other journals before. I think they were the Scribbles That Matter and the Dingbats journals. And I didn't like how the pages were a yellowy color, and I actually had a slight issue with bleeding and ghosting through their pages. So I decided to just bite the bullet and invest in this one, and I'm so happy that I did. It's pretty much the perfect journal for me. So I decided to leave this first page blank since this is my first time bullet journaling. I'm not exactly sure if I'll need a key or an index that you see so many people use. This journal is basically going to be a big test run for me so I can figure out what kinds of things and spreads I do and don't like. Moving on to my quote page, I wanted something really short and simple, so I found this cute image online. It's just black and gold, nothing too crazy, but I thought this was perfect since this year is going to have a lot of changes and new adventures for me. So this is just here to keep me motivated and positive. I'm going in and outlining the text with a Micron 03 pen first before I fill it in with a Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen, since that's just easier to do with the thicker brush head. And then I'm switching to this gold metallic Sakura jelly roll pen, which I'm absolutely in love with and I highly recommend. It's an actual shiny gold instead of like a dull bronzy gold like other markers turn out. And finally, I'm just filling in the rest of the blank space with some gold polka dots. This next page is my 2019 at a glance spread, and I decided to include it because I just really like the way it looks. It's definitely a pain to fill out all the dates and every month, but I decided to just go for it since, you know, you only need to do this spread once throughout your whole journal. So I drew in some random little flowers and leaves as a border. Looking back on it, I do wish I had changed to the Micron 01 pen instead just to get some finer details in, but whatever. This year, I'm really trying to be better at letting the little things go. And now I'm slowly going through all of the months, and as you can see, I first outlined everything in pencil just to make sure I didn't mess anything up because it's super easy to screw up all of the numbers since there's so many to go through. And now I'm finally going back and coloring things in so I don't smudge any of the pen ink. So I'm not exactly sure what this next page is called, but it's basically like the at a glance spread, except I left some room to write down any important dates or events and holidays and birthdays, so it's really easy and quick for me to just be able to see what's coming up throughout the entire year. And again, I just traced everything out in pencil first, but if that's too tedious and time consuming and you just kind of want to freehand everything, then you can always fix any little mistakes with a small whiteout marker later. I think later on what I'm gonna do when I've decided on my monthly themes and color schemes, I'll probably come back to this page and just outline these boxes with each month's color just to make this page a little less bland. I got this spread idea from Amanda Rach Lee, who is like the freaking queen of bullet journaling here on YouTube. I seriously look forward to every video she uploads. They inspire me so much, and you definitely need to check her out if you haven't yet. I decided to include a short and simple yearly goals page for my personal, career, and financial goals. Like I said, this year is going to have a ton of changes for me, so I'm hoping that having this will help keep me on track. This next page I decided to split in half for my real estate growth ideas and my YouTube video ideas. I didn't want to take up too much room for these two sections and end up with just huge blank spaces, so I thought this would be enough, and I figure if I need more, then I can always add a section to one of my monthly spreads. I thought this would be a simple and organized way to keep track of my future client information, and I know not everyone is going to need this exact one obviously, but you can always change this into something like an expense tracker, or you can use something similar if you do some type of freelancing. And this is why I love the idea of bullet journaling. Instead of buying just like a pre-printed planner, you can really customize it to fit your exact needs. So to just fill in the blank space, I decided to add some stars and little dots, and in a bit you'll see that I use a muted blue marker to add alternating lines just to give this page some more color. So these next couple of pages are kind of random, but I liked the idea of having them. So this is just a doodle page where I'll be able to draw out any ideas I have for future monthly themes, and I'm just adding these little stars with my gold jelly pen so it doesn't look so plain. Then this page is where I'm going to put all of my Tombow and Crayola marker swatches. I thought this would be super helpful for me to reference back to whenever I'm trying to figure out like a theme or a color scheme for each month. And like I said, I'm new to this, so please don't judge my calligraphy and my headers too harshly. I'm still practicing and trying to come up with different ideas I can use. And that's it! Here is the final flip through of my 2019 setup. So that wraps up my 2019 setup. And I know it was pretty simple and a little minimalistic, but I wanted to keep it that way because January I'm planning on doing a lot more drawing and doodling and coloring in that one. I really hope you guys enjoyed my first bullet journaling video, and I hope you guys got some inspiration from it, and I will see you all next time. Bye!